Hey guys, I know life is pretty crazy right now, but I want to take a few minutes out of your time just to help you see an opportunity that lies within this craziness. It's like the diamond that is being formulated from all the pressure coming in from the outside. To start, let me share with you a story. In 2013, in the islands of the Philippines, Typhoon Haiyan came through and wiped out nearly 1 million homes. As you can imagine, it was devastating for the country. Plenty of homeless people and numerous aid organizations rushed in order to help this community rebuild. Now, this time they didn't do what they normally do. Oftentimes, aid organizations will either throw money at the problem and hope that it just goes away, or they'll come in and take care of all the issues themselves. This time when aid organizations came in, they partnered with construction organizations, and they created a mentorship type program wherein the aid organizations purchased all the materials to rebuild the homes, but they worked with these construction folks and they had the people that were receiving the homes do the labor. In other words, they were trained and taught carpentry skills and building skills, so that at the end of their crisis, not only did they have a place to live, but they also built a capacity and a skill set that they could continue to use throughout the rest of their lives. That, I think, ladies and gentlemen, is the diamond that sits in the rough right now. Although there's craziness and this chaos that's going on right now, we definitely can find an opportunity to build and help people become better even in the crisis. Here's two things that I know about crises. Number one is they're quite common. I know you're probably thinking to yourself, gosh, we've never been in this situation before. Never have we had to go through this kind of process and these kinds of regulations and these kinds of procedural steps in order to make sure that everybody's safe any time before in all of history. And while that might be true, I want you to reflect just a little bit about what we have gone through. We've gone through a terrible and bloody civil war. We've gone through a couple of world wars. We have taken on Ebola, we've taken on AIDS, we've taken on the bird flu, we've taken on the 2008 economic crisis. We have taken on many, many different crises, and we've become better because of them. The second thing I know about crises is they're distracting. Open up any social media or go to any of your favorite news stations, and all you will see is negative, negative, negative. Doom and gloom, concern, end of the world. My mentor, John Maxwell, says, hey, just because your sky is falling doesn't mean that mine has to too. And I think those are great and wise words. These crises cause us to be distracted and move away from the core values and things that we really do deem as important. Just stop and look around for a minute, and you'll see lots of different examples about how people are going out of their way to make the situation better and to empower other individuals. For example, you just take a look at the truckers that are serving this nation and the hours and hours that they're putting in to make sure that our grocery store shelves are filled. We take a look at GM and the wonderful work that they've done where they said, you know what, we'll stop producing cars and let's start making ventilators. We can do this in a matter of just a week. We take a look at all the women and children and others that are making homemade masks in order to take care of our healthcare professionals and others that need these masks. We look at the restaurants and schools that say, hey, wait a minute, why don't we take care of our kids and make sure that they have food and they don't go hungry in this crisis? We look at the churches that are holding online services in order to make sure that people are receiving the spiritual nourishment they need, even though they can't meet face to face. We take a look at all of the NBA stars and other professional athletes that are donating millions and millions of dollars to make sure that arena workers and other staffers are being taken care of in this crisis. Again, we take a look at breweries that are making hand sanitizers and foregoing some of their other businesses. There's a lot of great things that are going on. If we just take a moment and look at it, don't get distracted. Keep your eye on the fact that we can come out of this better and not bitter. You know, there's actually a third thing that I know about crises, and that is crises reveal to us who we really are. You see, some mistakenly believe that we are created in a crisis, and I don't think that's true. I believe that we're revealed in a crisis. What's deep down inside, who we truly are, gets revealed during times like this. So the question is, what type of person are you? Are you the type of person that's selfish? The type of individual that is only focusing upon his or her needs at this time when there's so many other needs going on? Or are you the individual that puts other people first no matter the situation? That recognize that people come before profits? That realize that there's lots of things we could be doing to serve our communities and serve other people, to share messages of hope, to give and to help? Or are you the individual that's trying to see how many seasons they can go through on Netflix during this time of shutdown? You see, when we squeeze an orange, we get orange juice. When we squeeze a lemon, we get lemon juice. When this crisis squeezes you, what are we getting? And to all you leaders out there, this is my special request. Find time and make it a priority to train and develop other individuals. I know the temptation right now is to jump in and be the hero to save the day, but don't be the hero. Be the guide on the side and let your people be the hero. Bring them together, have them solve problems, discuss things with them, be open and transparent, listen to them, help them create the solutions to the problems we now currently face. And you know what happens if you do that? And if you do that not just in a leadership capacity at a business, but if you do it as a parent or a community member or a committee member, when you do this, we will come out of this crisis better and not bitter. You see, we often think that, gosh, we just wish we could go back to normal. We wish that this all would just calm down and that we could be able to get life back to normal. But ladies and gentlemen, I have news for you. There is no normal. Normal will change because of what we're currently going through. Think about the tens of thousands, even hundreds of thousands of students that are now doing digital learning. You think we can go back to normal after that? Think about the tens of thousands of individuals that are now working from home. What does that mean for technology and connection and flexibility in the workplace? There is not going to be a normal after this. But we can be better and we can adapt to that if we don't miss this one opportunity of helping and serving other individuals in this time of crisis. So ladies and gentlemen, that's my challenge to you. In what way can you find to develop and build capacity in other individuals as we all are going through this crisis? That is, when this lemon gets squeezed, what are you going to make out of it? Thank you and have a fantastic day.